Greetings to all. My name is Mohamme, Rahmat, Assistant Professor in Royal Institute of Technology and Science. Today we are going to learn about the concepts of object-oriented programming. Basically, there are four, or you can consider five as the major object-oriented programming concepts. So, what are the major programming concepts? First is abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and exception handling. So these are the five major concepts of object-oriented programming. Now, what is first one? Abstraction. What do you mean by abstraction? Abstraction is a concept of hiding of the data. Abstraction means hiding of the data. What do you mean by hiding of the data? Let's consider an example. You are using a bank application, you have your bank account and you have a password. But you are not able to see from where the transaction is happening and from which bank the transaction has happened. So this is what you call as an abstraction. The second concept is called as an encapsulation. What do you mean by encapsulation? Encapsulation is a concept of grouping of the data to make it as a single individual unit. Encapsulation is a concept of grouping of the data into a single individual unit. The best example of encapsulation is a class. A class is a combination of variables and methods. Member variables and member methods. Now coming to the third concept called as polymorphism. Now what do you mean by polymorphism? Polymorphism is a concept of thing in which one thing appears in different format. For example, let's consider a man who is a brother, who is a husband, who is a scholar, who is a teacher, who is an XYZ type of things, but he is a single individual unit. It means poly means many, morphism means form. Many form of one thing is called as polymorphism. Now next concept is inheritance. This is the most important concept in programming which helps the programmer to lessen the efforts. Now what do you mean by inheritance? Inheritance is a concept of acquiring the properties of parent class into the child class. The properties in which the child class acquires the properties of parent class is called as inheritance. Basically, inheritance is of five types. Single level inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. The inheritance in which there is one parent class and one child class is called as single level inheritance. The inheritance in which there are two parent class and one child class is called as multiple inheritance. The inheritance in which there is one parent class, one child class and another child class is called as multi-level inheritance. And the inheritance in which there is one parent class and n number of child class is called as hierarchical inheritance. Last but not the least is exception. The last concept of object-oriented programming. What do you mean by exception? Exception is a concept of handling the unexpected errors. Exception is a concept of handling the unexpected errors. Let's consider in a bank application, you have 5,000 rupees and bank keeps and conditions that you need to keep 1,000 rupees in your bank account, but you are withdrawing all of the 5,000 rupees. But instead of giving an error, it gives a message, confirmation message or an alternative message saying that you cannot withdraw this amount of money, you can withdraw 4,000 rupees or whatever the amount it might be. So we can handle the errors with the help of exceptions. So this was just a short notation of object-oriented programming concepts. That's all for today. Thank you.